Welcome back, everyone, to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk men's basketball, and with us, senior center Jared Stolicker. And Jared, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Rob.
Bulldogs off to a great start, 13-3 overall. Talk about this start and what that's meant to you here in your senior season.
Well, I mean, it's a great start. Lost a couple close ones, but can't really complain. I mean, 11-3, not too bad. You know, we're playing as a team, playing well overall.
4 seniors here on this Bulldog team, along with you, Josh Fleming, Jabril Jackson, James Chappelle. Talk about that senior quartet of you 4 and what your expectations are, I guess, here going forward throughout the rest of the year.
I mean, we've just got a lot of experience, a lot of people who can lead and lead by example out there, a lot of years of experience, and they all kind of know the system and know what's going on. So I think that helps with our younger guys, kind of bringing them up in the system a little bit as well.
This past week took on Michigan Tech, Northern Michigan, as you started GLIAC North Division play. Well, what does it take to win in the GLIAC North Division? You were able to get 2 victories this past week. Talk about the performance in those 2 games.
I mean, the North is always tough. It's a dogfight every night. I mean, those are both great teams in the North. They can beat anyone any night. Anyone can beat anyone any night in the North. It just took a lot of intensity, and we had to come out and play our style of basketball and compete from the beginning, and I think we did that.
As we go to the first game against Michigan Tech on Thursday night, great crowd on hand, and Bulldogs got off to a good start, a competitive first half, but you were able to pull away here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're kind of more of a second half team. We come in, make some adjustments, and just really focus in the second half, and that's when we accelerate.
Great nucleus coming back from last year for the Bulldogs. Obviously, you lost a tremendous scorer in Drew Lehman. What's that meant to you to step up and take on more, maybe of a scoring load for the Bulldogs this year?
I mean, we all knew that we were going to have to bear a little more responsibility coming in. I took it upon myself a little bit. Being my senior year, I knew that I had to step up and be more of a leader out here, and this is just kind of the role that fell into my hands that I had to take on.
As a big man, the Bulldogs certainly play an up-tempo style of basketball. What does that take for you to be able to run the floor like you do?
I mean, a lot of conditioning in the off-season. That's, you know, where it starts. And then just knowing the system. I mean, the system's me get up and down the floor, so I just do what I got to do to stay within the system.
Here in this game against Michigan Tech, you were able to do that. The Bulldogs forced 22 turnovers, really speeded up the tempo of the game in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we try and do, just get up and down, and that's not really their style to get up and down like that. And, you know, it was an up and down game, so that played right into our hands.
Block shot right there. Bulldogs also lead the country at all levels in block shots. Is that a point of emphasis maybe on the defensive side?
I mean, yeah, we don't like to give up easy layups at the rim, so I think, you know, we got a lot of people that step up and try and contest some shots, and it works out in our favor.
How nice is it to have so many guys that have the ability to score the basketball as we've seen here in these highlights? Oh,
I mean, it's great. One person has an off night, someone else can step up and pick up the slack that they're leaving behind, so I think it really helps us out a lot.
You get a big win over Michigan Tech to start North Division play, and have to come back a couple days later to take on Northern Michigan, a guy that recruited you and coached you and Bill Saul. What's that like facing him on the opposite sidelines?
I mean, he knows all of us. He recruited all of us to be here, so he knows our tendencies. So it's always quite, you know, tough playing them. You know, we all pretty much stepped up and did what we had to do.
As we go to Saturday's highlights, again, a great start in the first half. Built a 10-point lead in the first half, and what were some of the keys to that great start?
I mean, just get up and down, play defensively. They had some great shooters. We didn't want to let them have some too open of shots. Just rebound the ball. It's kind of been one of our bigger emphasis. We haven't really won on the boards the past couple games. I think we were down on the boards 3 games in a row, so we kind of went into this weekend wanting to step that up and build up a rebounding margin again.
We saw Quentin Ruff with a 3-point shot. We'll see a few more. One from Noah King, but Quentin Ruff with 20 points, hit 6 threes, and really helped get you started offensively.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, you know, we brought him in as a shooter, and yeah, that's what he does. He shoots threes. It was nice to see him go out there and hit a few for us when we really needed them.
Bulldogs took a 43-36 lead, and then here in the second half, some big plays defensively led to some easy baskets for you.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, we try and get some stops and run the floor. That's just what we do.
Obviously, here in these highlights, a lot of different guys seeing action. Played 11 players in the 2 home games this past weekend. Certainly that depth has to help pay off down the stretch.
Yeah, it's nice knowing that we can have a lot of guys, even some of the younger guys, step up and play some good, solid minutes when we really need them to.
Northern Michigan, you mentioned some shooters, Marcus Hall trying to keep it close, but again, some big plays at both ends of the floor to really help put the game away.
Yeah, I mean, offensively and defensively, we really stepped up when we had to. They kind of cut it close a few times, but I think we just mentally made the plays when we needed to make the plays.
Great crowd, as we mentioned during the women's highlights on hand. What's it like playing in that atmosphere, and certainly a play like that helps get the fans on their feet?
Yeah, I mean, it's always great having a great fan base and a lot of regulars out there, seeing a lot of the same people coming out and supporting us. So it's, you know, great to always have some fans.
Big win, 96-79, the final, as you take the 2 wins at home, and certainly a great thing for the Bulldogs. You want to protect your home court, and you were able to do that this past weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it was great getting two home court wins.
This week on the road, take on Northwood on Thursday, Lake Superior on Saturday. Again, 2 very good opponents. What do you know about these 2 teams?
I mean, they're tough teams in the north. They play an up-tempo style of ball. Good guards on both teams. We just got to step up and bring in our game.
This past week, or during this week, you were named one of the finalists or on the watch list for the Bevo Francis Small College Player of the Year Award. What would that mean to you?
I mean, that's cool. I kind of had some bigger expectations team-wise coming into this year, so all the personal things don't really mean as much to me as the big team goals.
4 years here as a Bulldog. What's been some of the highlights for you so far in your Bulldog career?
Last year, you know, winning the GLIAC tournament, that was awesome, and just playing with these guys. I mean, I made a lot of great friends over the years. Some of my best friends play on this team, and that's just one of the things I'll always remember, playing with these great guys.
Talk about your academic program. What's your major here at Ferris State, and what are your plans maybe for the future?
My major is business administration with a minor in leadership and project management. And if things work out, I mean, I could be playing ball in Europe, most likely getting a job, tool and die, project management, something along those lines.
Well, best of luck, Jared, here to the Bulldogs the rest of the way, and obviously best of luck in your future, and we're looking forward to following it.
Thanks, Rob.
That's going to do it for another episode of Ferris Sports Update. Reminder, you can follow all the action and get all the information online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Have a great week. Good. All right. Done.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep.